So, dito sa nasa screen ninyo, makikita ninyo dyan, di ba, merong babae, may hawak siyang bola. So, since at rest siya at yung bola ay nakahinto din at rest, meron ng potential energy ngayon yung babae at saka yung bola. Okay? Now, kapag hinulog ngayon ng babae yung bola, the potential energy is now transformed into what we call kinetic energy. Okay? Ano po ba ibig sabihin ngayon ng kinetic energy? So, this is the energy an object has due to its motion. So, ibig sabihin, kapag at rest yung object, potential energy yung meron. Pero once na nag-move yung object, ang meron na siya ngayon ay kinetic energy. So, natatransform yung potential energy into kinetic energy. Now, paano naman pag umaandar, tapos huminto? Halimbawa, nasasakyan kayo, umaandar, tapos huminto. So, from kinetic energy, natatransform naman siya ngayon into potential energy. Okay? Malinaw tayo sa pinagkaiba ng dalawa, ha? Now, the SI unit for kinetic energy is joule. Same pa rin naman, tulad na binanggit ko kanina. Now, for the kinetic energy, dalawa din ang factors involved sa kinetic energy. First is the mass. So, the bigger objects or massive objects have higher kinetic energy. Mas malaki, mas mataas ang kinetic energy. So, halimbawa, truck at saka bike. Pareho silang nag-move. Same velocity, let's say same velocity sila. Pero dahil mas mabigat yung truck, mas mataas yung kanyang kinetic energy. Okay? Another is velocity. So, sa velocity naman, the faster objects have higher kinetic energy. So, kung halimbawa naman, pareho kayo nagbabike. Okay? Dalawa kayo ng kaklase mo nagbabike. Tapos, pareho kayo ng bigat. Diba? Pero yung isa, mas mabilis. So, kung mas mabilis siya, mas mataas yung kanyang velocity, mas mataas yung kanyang kinetic energy. Okay? So, yan po yung mga factors natin, ha? Ito na may mga example. Since kinetic energy is the energy an object has due to its motion, so anything na gumagalaw, automatic it has kinetic energy. So, pwedeng yung mga simpleng paglalakad, di ba? Ayan, yung nahulog ka, nadulas ka, ayan, yung paglalaro mo ng iba't ibang sports, kahit na anong ginagawa, basta may motion, may movement, automatic you have kinetic energy. Okay? Now, for the formula, katulad sa potential energy, meron lang tayong tatlong formula. Okay? So, you have your KE is equal to 1/2 mv squared. Okay? Kapag mass naman ang hinahanap, we have mass is equal to 2KE divided by V2. And then kapag velocity, we have square root of 2KE over M. Okay? So yan po yung mga formula for kinetic energy. Now let's proceed with sample problem number 1. What is the kinetic energy of a 35 kilogram tiger running at 25 meter per second? Nasusundan naman po, no, kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng kinetic tsaka ng potential energy, ha? Kasi sa summative assessment natin, hindi lahat ay computation. So may mga part na related sa mga concept katulad nito, yung factors ng kinetic at saka ng potential energy. Okay? So sample problem number 1. So ang given natin, given we have a tiger. Yung mass ng tiger ay 35 kilogram. Tapos, ang bilis niya ay 25 meter per second. So, yan lang yung given. And ito lang talaga ilalagay natin for kinetic energy. Now, ang hinahanap natin ay kinetic energy. Ang formula, nandyan po sa ating mga screen. So, we have the formula, number 1, KE is equal to 1/2 mv squared. Okay? So, formula, dito tayo sa solution. So, you have here KE is equal to 1/2 mass, we have 35 kilogram. Times the velocity, 25 meter per second. tandaan na may squared po dito. So, huwag kakalimutan yung squared. Kasi pa nakalimutan nyo yan, mali na yung sagot ninyo. So, you have here KE is equal to 1/2. So, kukopyahin nyo lang muna itong 35 kilogram. Okay? Isa-squared muna natin to. So, you have 25 squared. Okay? 25 squared is equal to 625. So, we have 625. Masusquare din yung unit. So, we have meter squared per second squared. Okay? Next, KE is equal to 1/2. Multiply nyo na to. 35 times 625. So, you will get 21,875. Okay? Ang magiging unit ngayon, kilogram, meter squared per second squared. Or kung nahirapan kayo, pwede namang joule na lang yung isulat ninyo. Okay? Now, last step. You need to divide. Kasi ang nakalagay dito is 1/2. So, yung 21,875 divided by 2. So, what will be the final answer? Okay, very good. So, we have 10,000. Alam, yung aking whiteboard marker naghihingalo na yata. 10,937.5 joules. Okay, very good. Kung ito naman yung sinulat nyo, okay lang. Pareho lang din naman yun. So, this is your final answer. Okay? Madali lang naman po, di ba? Ayan. So, yan po yung computation for kinetic energy. Yan pa tayo. So, this time, this is about velocity. So, what is the velocity of an 80 kilogram running athlete if his kinetic energy is 1,500 joule? Okay? So, dito naman, velocity yung hinahanap. So, buburahin ko lang saglit. So, ang given natin, so we have the mass of the athlete, 80 kilogram. And then, yung kanyang kinetic energy, 1,500 joules. Okay? Now, ang hinahanap po natin, we need to find for the velocity. So, formula. Madali lang naman pong hanapin yung formula kasi tatlo lang yung formula ng kinetic energy. So, ang gagamitin natin ay yung number 3. So, you have V is equal to the square root of 2KE over M. Ayan. So, diretso po tayo sa solution. Okay, so we have the velocity is equal to the square root of 2 times the kinetic energy, 1,500 joule, divided by the mass, 80 kilogram. Okay. So, ang una muna natin gagawin ay isolve muna natin itong nasa loob ng square root. Okay? So, unahin natin itong nasa taas. So, we have square root of 2 times 1,500. So, we have 3,000 joule divided by 80 kilograms. Okay? Next. So, pag na-solve nyo na yan, ito namang divide. So, ang gagawin natin, 3,000 divided by 80. So, you will get 37.5. Okay? Ang magiging unit ngayon ay meter squared per second squared. Saan po nang galing yon? Kasi di ba yung joule ay equivalent din sa kilogram meter squared per second squared, di ba? Okay? Since kilogram yung nandito sa baba, makakancel out yung kilogram. Kaya ang matitira nating unit is meter squared per second squared. Okay? Next, last step, you need to square root. So, what is now the square root of 37.5? That's correct. This is 6.12. Ay, teka lang. Nagingalo na talaga yung aking whiteboard marker. Ayan. Now, ano magiging unit nito? Kasi di ba yung square root natin to? So, ang mangyari, makakancel out yung squared niya. Kaya maging unit is meter per second. Okay? So, this is your final answer. Di ba? Madali lang naman po.